Hello there, welcome to our channel. Today, we will be talking on how to differentiate between a keeper and a player. That is, the spontaneous guy who is treating you like a backup versus the spontaneous guy who adores you. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button before we dive in. Now, a guy who adores you is someone whom you don't hear from him for 2 weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call. He makes days ahead of time, and he also wants to see you spontaneously in between. He prioritizes social engagements with his drinking buddies. His buddies claim that he fell off the face of the earth. They hassle him, but he doesn't seem to care. He makes travel arrangements with his friends and never asks you to accompany him. He's constantly asking you to take time off from work so you can get away together. He's irritable when he's around you and frequently complains of not having more time to himself. He's happy to be in your company. His friends and family all think he looks happier than he's ever looked. He calls you to cancel plans for that evening. Later that night, you call right back and it goes directly to voicemail. Then he calls the following day with a good excuse. If he has to cancel, he feels badly about it. He calls you when he gets in from wherever he is because he has nothing to hide and he wants you to know he's been totally on the level. He won't take you out or spend much money. He may ask you for a loan. Before you know it, you're supporting the guy through college. He'll do anything just to see you smile. You make it known that you're available on a weekend night. And even though he works during the week, he doesn't make himself available to see you. He almost always sees you whenever you have time, unless he has a professional commitment or there's an important extenuating circumstance. He books in advance. The message? Your time and attention are valuable. Now, how do you deal with jokers? If you treat yourself as a valuable commodity, he will naturally put more stock in you. For example, he calls and says, "When can I see you?" Don't say, "I'm wide open around the clock." Pick a time. Anytime. He suggests Friday. Okay. He suggests Tuesday. Okay. He suggests 3 weeks from next Sunday. Okay. Instead, politely tell him you have 2 nights that are good for you. Then let him choose one. He'll probably choose both. Don't see him when you are running on empty. The message? He does not come before necessities, that is, rest. He says he likes to see you at 9 p.m. and you don't want to be out too late. Tell him, "I prefer to get together earlier." If he can because he's working late, make no issue of it. Simply suggest getting together another night. If you aren't having fun or he isn't good company, end the date immediately and give a superficial explanation as to why. The message? You have a standard of how you expect to be treated. It takes a whole lot, especially if you've already fallen for him, but then the take-home message here is self-value. Value yourself enough to avoid desperation. First, be your lover.